Welcome back as I try to win myself a year's worth of pizza or a Football Manager FC football shirt. That's a Pompey one, but we are playing as Pompey, so it's just as well. And we're doing pretty well. We're trying to win the Papa John's trophy with Pompey, but as things stand, I think we're also going to try to go for the league as well. I will show you how we've been getting on since that last match against Chelsea under-21s, that tough match where they had Broja, where they had Chukwuemeka. We just about snuck through it. Let's see how things have been getting on since. FA Cup second round match immediately followed the first match. You can see we got an early goal from Pollock. It was against Bradford City FC. We rotated the team quite a lot. You can see Pereira gets in behind here to make it 1-1. I thought I'd rotate the team, try to get some of the players who haven't played quite so much in. You see Owen Dale running through here to make it 2-1 just before half time. It's a pretty tough game. You know, Bradford a bit unlucky not to beat us here, considering they're the lower opposition as well. Sirjan back across Hamilton in loads of space to head that. The keeper had to come out to meet Sirjan there. We are 3-1 up, and then late on, well, not that late on, 61st minute, Walker just cuts back here, and Angle on the back post. Lots of headed goals in this match. It finished 3-2 to Portsmouth, and we're through into the next round of the FA Cup. The league is also going really well. We had this match against Wickham. You see, it took till the 77th minute and we conceded in the 77th minute. I thought this was going to be a loss and put a real dent in our title chances. But the 78th minute, we reply almost straight away. McGurk cuts back across here. Braybrook slots it past the keeper. 1-1 the 78th minute. I would have taken a draw at this point, but we got a penalty late on in the 88th minute. Sirjan injured in that match, but he finished it to put it away. Immediately after we scored, Wickham have a goal ruled out. Pack just missing the ball there. Etete and then Freeman. He just passes the ball to Kalkai, but he's crept offside. Etete taps it away. But I think Kalkai was offside, even if it did take a deflection on the way through. 2-1, we won that match. We deserved it by a long way. Our XG was almost at 3. Wickham had pretty much the 1 or 2 chances. They had an XG of 0.4, and we had most of the possession in the match as well. And then in our last match, a tight affair against Accrington, separated by this one goal, a headed free kick. We win 1-0, and that puts us top of the table as we come into today's episode. You can see we're now on 46 points. Cheltenham are our closest rivals on 38, and Charlton also on 38. Peterborough, Bristol 37, and Plymouth 36. It's really tight. Ipswich, Cambridge, Barnsley, all 36, all those within 10 points. So we've got a little bit of buffer, an 8-point buffer now between us and those below us. We've put on a real run of form. If we look at the schedule, you can see when the last time we lost 5-1 to Plymouth when we tried out that other tactic. And since we switched back, we haven't lost the match. A couple of draws in there, Fleetwood and Shrewsbury, but it's going pretty well otherwise. Today now, we're back in the Papa John's trophy. We're against Arsenal under-21s. This is another tough match. Arsenal under-21s have some pretty good players in there. Carl Jacob behind the goalkeeper will probably play, for example. There's a couple others. I'm sure they'll bring some down from the first team. Arsenal have a lot of good under-21 players, but some of them are in the first team. But if any of them are struggling for fitness in the first team, we might see them crop up here. But fingers crossed, we can beat Arsenal under-21s and get through the third round of the EFL trophy. A bit of bad news, Colby Bishop has got an illness. He's going to be out for a few days. I'm going to send him home. I don't want other players to get this. See, there are a few down here. Josh Koroma has also got injured. What is his injury? How bad is this? Twisted ankle. Does it tell me how bad the injury is? Waiting treatment. It doesn't tell me how long he's out for, which is going to be a bit of a pain. It could be quick. Oh, 4 to 6 weeks. That's pretty bad. We've played Koroma a bit. I say a bit, he's made 21 appearances, so we played him pretty much every game. We managed to secure a work permit for this guy, though. Danny Laver from Seattle. He's American, but he's coming to us in January. We've approved the loan, and he should be pretty good. He's a little bit on the short side, but he can dictate the tempo, tries long-range passes, good passing. Some pretty good attributes in there. I think he's going to be pretty good in midfield, even just as a backup midfielder, perhaps. We're not going to be paying him loads, so he's going to be useful in that midfield. Okay, we're going to make some changes here. So Koroma is injured. Bring in Ronan Curtis. Ronan Curtis has been really useful in these matches. The other option is Jordan Graham across on this side, and to put Ben Knight on the other side. And then this little pairing of McGurk, Sirjan and Braybrook's been playing pretty well, so we're going to leave them. Pack in just for final. Gavilli, Raggett, Pollock and Swanson. Raggett and Pollock are pretty useful, though they're a little bit slow, which does worry me with the kind of players Arsenal like to have. But Griffiths has been playing really well. Okay, the good news is this Arsenal team doesn't really have any first team players like that Chelsea team. No Broyers or Chukwuemekas. This team, I don't think any of these have made first team appearances for Arsenal. I don't think that 15-year-old, 16-year-old that they called up earlier this season is in here, so good. There's some quick players in there, but no one incredible. Got a highlight early on, Knight with the corner. Oh, we've hit the bar. We have been a threat from set pieces. Sousa now with the throw in. Edwards is there. Knight has got his head on it. Swanson has tried to clear it. McGurk has tried to clear it. Is Sirjan going to get there? Oh, yes, we've got a break. I thought this was going to be their highlight, but it looks like it's going to be mine. Braybrook is coming through the middle. Tackle comes in, though. Oh, no. Which way is this going? This is a straight hole, massively. Wait, that's just going to go to my keeper. There's no one there to receive that. PLV. Braybrook, ball over top. McGurk is in behind. Gonna have to take it out wide though. Back across to Braybrook. A weird touch back. Pack with a... Whoa! What a shot. What a shot that was from Pack. I don't know what that was. There was some weird pass from... Who was it from? Was it from Braybrook? I think it was from Braybrook. Yeah, watch this now. He sort of hits it back to Ogilvy. Pass it off to Pack. And look at this for a strike. Top bins, that one. That's the perfect start. That's what we need. I never know what to say to them when one up. One up is a hard one. They don't like encourage, but praise feels like too much when we're only one up. They might not like praise either. If anyone knows what shout to use when you're one up, go on, Pollock. Oh, it's saved. Braybrook back. It's gone in. Is it ruled out? It's not ruled out. It's counted. How has that ended up in? I think the keeper was still trying to get up from the first save. The ball comes in from Knight here. Pollock at the back post. Rojas Fedoroshenko, the Colombian. What a name for a Colombian. Saves it. It comes back in. Braybrook heads it onto Radget's head. It's been all us this first half. Look at that match momentum. Okay, we've got another highlight here. It's with Fedoroshenko. Long ball. Radget's going to pick it up. This might be another chance for me here. Sidjan. Lovely through ball. McGurk. Chipped it. Oh, I just saved it. Oh, just saved it. Pack. Oh, it's going to come back in. Knight. No, he's lost it. Oh, Sean McGurk's just got injured in the 67th minute. We've not had a highlight since. So we're going to have to bring on Ronan Curtis. Maybe we bring on Dane Scarlett, actually. We're going to bring on Dane Scarlett. Or with a long ball forward. Pack heads it down. Taylor Hart out wide. They can cut a ball back across the box here. They'll have a good chance. Nope. They're moving back to their wing backs. Oh, a ball over the top. Wait, what is my defence doing? They're sleeping. Ben Cottrell has scored. My defence was asleep that whole time. They all stopped. Why did they stop? Did they think it was offside? Watch this. The ball goes back. You can see Taylor Hart here. Cottrell makes a run. They all like freeze frame for a second, and it's just enough to allow Cottrell to get away. 2-1. We're going to be in with a nervy last 20 minutes here. We've got a corner late on 85th minute. It's coming in. Morrison heads off the bar. Cleared away by Taylor Hart. We're going to have another corner from the other side. We've got 5 minutes left in this game to hold on, or about a little bit more with stoppages. So 6 minutes or so. Morrison again. Nope. Headed away. It's going to come back out to Braybrook. Volley back in. Fedoroshenko was unsure then as to where he's going to get it. A throw in deep in their half. Sidjan. Going to give it back to Fedoroshenko. Lovely through long ball. Cottrell has picked it up. Bad pass though. Ogilvy does he know what he's doing? Yeah, he's giving it back to Griffiths. I think this is something in the update, and you'll see that they're a lot more comfortable with the ball when under a little bit of pressure there. Graham, he's gone past his man. He's blasted it over. We've got 5 minutes to hold on here. No more highlights. 2-1. It was a close match in the... it wasn't that close, to be honest, but they came back into it. We had a couple of missed chances that probably could have gone in, but that was a good win. And we're through to the next round in the Papa John's Trophy, which is what we wanted. McGurk is going to be out for 5 to 6 weeks, though. With those other injuries, that's pretty bad. That's going to be annoying. We are approaching January, so we could get some signings in. We're 8 points clear in the league. So we've got Plymouth in the next round. That is going to be a hard game. That's one of the teams that beat me 5... Did they beat me 5-1? 5-1 earlier in the season. Yep, they beat me 5-1 at home earlier in the season. So we've got to go to Plymouth, try to beat them. Looking at who else is still in. We've got Shrewsbury, Bradford, MK Dons, Exeter. Derby could be quite hard. A Man City under 21s. But I think Plymouth probably are the hardest team there. Man City under 21s probably are pretty decent as well. You can certainly look, see there's some players here who might get into the first team. Rico Lewis is in there. There's a little bit of a problem. Liam Smith. Look how many players they've got out on loan at Man City. That is incredible. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. So we've beaten Arsenal. We have Plymouth next. I am really worried about that match based on how that earlier league game went in the season and how well we've been doing in the league. It's been surprising that we lost that one by so much. Let me know down below if you are taking part in this competition, how far you have got on, or how far you think I'm going to get. Do you think I'm going to get all the way to the final? And if you like this video, make sure you give it a like, a thumbs up, whichever way it is, and subscribe to the channel. But if you're new to this series, here is the full playlist for this series, so you can check it out. Or if you're interested in some other Football Manager 2022 content, go check these ones out over here.